Good evening and welcome to Bloomington, Indiana for tonight's girls basketball game between 3rd-ranked Center Grove and 12th-ranked Bloomington South. Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry. We welcome everyone to Sports Night Indiana's coverage of Indiana High School girls basketball. Rick, special night of basketball. You got the Trojans undefeated. South with just 2 losses on the season. And we have a great crowd for this one tonight, so it should be a special game. And last year, South beat Center Grove at Center Grove.
Yeah, handled them pretty good, Kevin. I remember doing that game, but it should be a great matchup. These two teams originally were scheduled to play in December, and some inclement weather postponed that one to the night. And you're right, it's a big crowd down here at Bloomington South, and should be a great environment for basketball and a great test for the undefeated Center Grove Trojans.
The Center Grove Trojans, hear the applause, returning back to the court for their final round of warm-ups. Actually, they're just going to go straight to the bench. We're about 1 minute away before we get to our starters and tip-off of tonight's matchup. Let's look at some numbers. Center Grove at 14-0. In the state of Indiana, number 3. And 4A, also number 3. Bloomington South at 12-2, 3-0 in Conference Indiana. And 4A, they're number 10. And in the state of Indiana, they're ranked number 12. Head coach for the Trojans, Kevin Stuckmeyer, now in his 9th year, 172 wins, 49 losses. Coach Larry Winters in his 27th year at Bloomington South. He's 378 wins, 219 losses. And Rick, going back to the game last year at Center Grove, we need to put a little, not just a side note, a big part of that game was Grayson Gilliard did not play for the Trojans. I believe that was the first game she missed last year due to an injury. I think it was a concussion. So obviously she's a big part of this Center Grove team.
Yeah, she's a huge part of that team. She comes in tonight, Kevin, averaging 25.3 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2.5 steals. She is a fantastic player and a candidate for Miss Basketball.
Let's now join our PA announcer for tonight's national anthem, followed up by tonight's starters. Rick Embry, festive atmosphere tonight for this one.
They got a good student section here at Bloomington South, and I got good crowd. Got cheerleaders on the far side, so should be a great. Center Grove fans came out in full force here, so should be a great matchup. You got IU's women's basketball coach over there, Coach Morin. So, should be a great night for basketball. We got a great refereeing crew, Kevin, and I hardly ever say something like that, but these three folks here are top-notch. You see them in some state finals throughout the years.
Gilliard tipping for the Trojans, and Gilliard wins the tip against Violet Hall, and we're underway. Center Grove moving right to left. Gilliard in the lane. Right wing three-pointer by Pierce. It's long. Rebound going out of bounds. Gilliard tried to save it, cannot. It'll be Bloomington South ball.
Yeah, good job of driving the lane there, and she dished to an open Pierce, and McKenzie has hit some gargantuan shots in the last couple weeks. Unfortunately, that one just rolled off the rim.
Center Grove Trojans playing their man-to-man defense so good in the half court. South working the ball side to side. High right side, that's DeVries. Might be a name that IU fans know. Her father, the head coach, Darren DeVries of the IU men's basketball team. They got a lot of perimeter shooters. They all pretty much can shoot the three.
Yeah, they're just running a simple 5-out offense, Kevin. Some passing and cut, but for the most part, it's been all perimeter. Lashley's their main player there as far as scoring. So Center Grove going to have to do a good job on her. Pass inside to her.
Lashley off the glass, a little bit too far under the basket, misses. We're scoreless. Here comes Gilliard down the lane with the left hand, some contact, no foul called, ball out of bounds. Bloomington South ball.
Yeah, they're going to.
I thought he pointed Panther ball, but
they're
going to say it went off Gilliard. Didn't touch the Panthers. Coach Stuckmeyer not really arguing the call.
Now he is. Now he's asking.
Now he's questioning.
He's like, I don't think my all-star just throws the ball out of bounds on her own. I think there was some contact, but no call there. And
I would say contact, yes. We're scoreless. Hall terminates the dribble. High left side. Schwartzman rotates it to DeVries. DeVries dribbles to the top of the key. Lashley takes a three. Got it.
Yeah, that is the girl that you do not want to leave open, Kevin. 50% from three-point range. She's got averaging over 4 a game, 16 points. She's not much of a driver. She's going to shoot that three-pointer over, and right there she does to get the first basket of the ball game.
Center Grove in the half court, trailing 3-0. To the baseline, Wagner tried to force it up. She was double-teamed. It's going to be a jump ball. As she was going up, she was tied up.
Yeah, two really good defensive teams here tonight, Kevin. Bloomington South comes in only averaging or giving up 36 a game. Center Grove just under 33 a game. So you're not going to see a lot of high scoring in this game tonight. And you've seen Bloomington South come out and play really good defense first 3 possessions for Center Grove.
So it's Panther ball. Again, Grayson Gilliard won the game opening tip. So alternating arrow says it belongs to the Panthers. They're in the half court, high right side, DeVries. DeVries, a sophomore. Actually, she's a junior, excuse me. Lashley, left elbow, terminates the dribble. Bounce pass. Hall trying to go baseline, goes off Hall's leg, out of bounds. Good defense by Gilliard, forcing the turnover.
Yeah, that was a really nice job. She knocked that one off of Hall's leg, and Bloomington South giving some pressure there, but Gilliard breaks that easily.
Gilliard to Tapak, high left side, behind the three-point line. Into the middle, Jen dumps it down low to Wagner, left it short. Again, some contact, no foul call.
A lot of contact there, and what a great high-low there, Hannah Jen.
Lashley, high arching three, gets the bounce. She has back-to-back threes, 6-0, Bloomington South.
Got to identify her early and let her have that one. She gets the friendly roll, hits the front of the rim, and then nestles over it for basket number 2 for her.
We're at the 4:45 mark, first quarter. Center Grove still looking to score. Panthers playing great half-court defense. A deep three, Gilliard rimmed it. Rebound, Lashley. Panthers will push across midcourt. Right-handed dribble. DeVries fires the three, got it.
Well, that's exactly what they did last year against Center Grove, Kevin. They jumped on top of them quickly, and then Center Grove couldn't catch up. Nice bucket there by Grayson Gilliard on the baseline.
First basket for the Trojans coming at the 4:20 mark, opening quarter. 9-2 Center Grove trails.
Like you said, Kevin, Bloomington South's going to try to shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they, so far, all of their buckets.
Nice spin move by Hall, and she scores her first basket. 11-2 Panthers.
Center Grove's just kind of got to weather this storm. Big.
Mackenzie Pierce, high right side, rotates it out on top. Gilliard to Wagner, high left side to Tapak. Tapak, freshman point guard, between the circles with the dribble. Now goes with the left hand to the left wing. Out on top between the circles, Wagner rotates it to Jen. 3:30 on the clock, first quarter. Lob pass inside goes to Wagner off the glass, missing. Gets her own rebound. She throws it back out on top. Gilliard fires a three, got it. 5 points for Gilliard.
Yeah, Grayson coming out really aggressive so far tonight, and that's a big three to cut it to 6 for Center Grove.
Grayson with all 5 points for the Trojans. Each made 3 tonight. $3 being donated to the CG Girls Basketball Program. Compliments of Habig Injury Law. South in the half court. Hall fakes on the three. Couple of dribbles. Pulls up. Takes a left-handed shot. Rimmed it. Rebound. Mackenzie Pierce for Center Grove. Outlet goes to Gilliard. Into the front court with the right-handed dribble. Now to the right wing to Tapak. Chases down the loose ball. Jen rotates it around the perimeter. High left side. Wagner now pounds it off the hardwood. Terminates the dribble. Off to Wagner. Make that Gilliard out on top. Behind the back dribble. Trying to find a driving lane. Tapak, high arching three from the deep right corner. Missed it. Wagner with the offensive board. And Center Grove will reset. Tapak gets the ball back. On the takeoff, she's called for steps.
Got an open look, and then Center Grove got a second chance on that, but then rotated the ball, and Tapak took an extra step there. She's had a fantastic freshman year so far, Kevin. She's up to 7.7 points per game, 3 rebounds, leads Center Grove 2.7 assists per game for the freshman Tapak.
Ella Sprong in for the Trojans. Trojans half-court man-to-man defense. Baseline drive cut off by Tapak. The Bloomington South player is out of bounds.
Yeah, Maki drove the baseline. Good defense there by Tapak, and she dribbled the ball out of bounds, so Center Grove gets a turnover.
2 minutes to play opening quarter. 11-5 Center Grove trails. Center Grove was down 9-0. A 2 by Gilliard and a three-pointer. A deep 3 for Grayson. Off the mark. Rebound Panthers.
Both of those have just been a little bit short, Kevin, on her three-pointers. Now Lashley again open.
Center Grove might have got a piece of it. Jen on the defense. Threw up an air ball. She was short.
Sprong got the rebound there, and now Center Grove looks to push.
The freshman Tapak takes it to Sprong. Three-pointer, good. Instant offense. Ella Sprong off the bench.
Sprong averaging 5.6 points a game in her senior season. She comes in, like you said, flame throwing from the outside.
Center Grove has cut the deficit to 3 after being down 9-0. 1:10 to go, first quarter. Lashley, high right side, terminates the dribble. Cross-court pass, intercepted by Tapak. She is fouled.
It actually was a good foul by Hall because Gilliard was open down the lane, and Tapak had her head up. She's probably going to feed her, so good foul there by Hall. First foul of the ball game for either team.
So once again, each made 3 tonight by the Trojans. $3 being donated to the CG Girls Basketball Parent Club. We're up to $6 already tonight. Couple of threes. Tapak high arching 3, left it short. Offensive rebound. Hannah Jen, the senior, trying to throw it back out on top. It was saved going out of bounds. It's now out of bounds off Center Grove.
Yeah, tough break there for Center Grove. Both girls tried to save it in the corner and just flung it behind her, and Pierce was trying to grab it, and it just went off of her leg out of bounds.
11-8, Center Grove down 3, 35 seconds to play, first quarter. DeVries on the baseline. Pass high left side. Kraft is fouled.
Yeah, I thought Tapak might have just got all ball there, but she got a little piece of the arm, so it's going to be Center Grove's first foul of the ball game.
One foul on each team. Kraft throws it in under the basket, gets it back. High right side, Lashley, high arching three, swish.
Got to get out on her, Kevin. She's got 12 out of their 14 so far. You got to get a hand in her face, and so far she's dominated. Nice spin move by Gilliard, just falls off the rim.
4 3-pointers for the Panthers here in the first quarter. DeVries fakes on the three, back to Lashley. She's open. She's long with the three. Mackenzie Pierce chases it down, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Exciting ball game. 2 top-ranked teams squaring off tonight in Bloomington. 14-8. The Panthers lead the Trojans. Tonight's game being presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana. Tonight's game being presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana. We're ready for quarter number 2 here in Bloomington. The South Panthers lead the Center Grove Trojans 14-8. Great opening quarter, Rick Embry.
Yeah, Lashley's been the star so far. She's got 4 3-pointers and 12 out of the 14 for Bloomington South. New coming in, she's a great 3-point shooter, and Center Grove hasn't found her yet.
Center Grove with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Wagner, high post, goes to the low post to Gilliard, had it knocked away. She gets it back. Tapak, high left side behind the 3-point arc, goes inside to Gilliard, who is posting. Foul against the Panthers. It will be Lashley with the foul.
Yeah, and the other thing you got to do is right now the referees are letting them play, and they're letting them play on both sides, so you got to adjust to that and be physically strong when you get the ball.
Foul number 1 on Lashley. They throw it to Gilliard off the out-of-bounds play in the lane. Her follow-away shot doesn't go. Center Grove down 14-8.
Getting good looks on the Center Grove side, just not seeing them fall in the basket. So you got to take care of business on the defensive end.
DeVries working against Wagner. Picks up the dribble in the lane, looking for a teammate. Finds Lashley behind the 3-point arc, working against Gilliard. With the dribble, works it to the right side of the court. Now reverses with the left hand. High left side, rotates it to Kraft. And now to 12, that is Mackey. DeVries, high right side. Between the circles, top of the key. Now penetration by Lashley. Kind of used that right elbow to push off on Jen. She misses on the bank shot going to the basket. Rebound Center Grove.
Yeah, that's what you got to do is you got to make her put the ball on the floor and try to get her out of that comfort zone out there at the 3-point line. That's what Center Grove did there, and she missed the driving shot.
Trojans working the ball around the perimeter. Looking for that high percentage shot. Trying to get Gilliard in that low post. Maybe Wagner in the high post. Gilliard in that low post. Deep right corner. Sprong 3-pointer long. She's already hit one off the bench. On the rebound, foul, reach-in foul going against the freshman Lilia Tapak. That'll be foul number 2.
That was a great block out there by Mackey, number 12 for Bloomington South. She had Tapak on her backside, and Lilia reached over there, so you're right. She might sit on the bench for the rest of the first half now, your starting point guard.
Yeah, Pierce comes in for her. Tapak on the bench. 6:10 to go, second quarter, 14-8. Bloomington South by 6. Center Grove ranked number 3 in the state. Bloomington South at number 12. Mackey being guarded heavily by Pierce. Lashley in the post, tries to find some space, goes off glass, missed it too hard. Rebound Gilliard, and she is fouled in the backcourt. It'll be Audrey Kraft with the personal foul.
Yeah, that's what Bloomington South also likes to do when you get a rebound. There's multiple girls grabbing for it. If Center Grove can find a way to either make a quick first pass or get out of that trap right off the bat, they're going to get some opportunities for some easy buckets on the other side.
Paul takes a break for Bloomington South. Quinley Fife, sophomore, in for the Panthers. She's the daughter of Dane Fife, the great IU basketball player. 5:30 to go in the first half. Center Grove with the ball, down 6. Oh, Hall took it away from Gilliard. Just knocked it away from her on the perimeter. And Mackey trying to split 2 defenders, and she is fouled. Reach-in foul.
I think they called that, Kevin, because at the other end, Coach Winters yelled at the officials saying they thought Grayson should have got that at the other end. So, because that steal looked clean on the defensive side of things, but
Grayson, 1 foul. She'll go to the bench to take a quick break. Mia Mann checks in for the Trojans. South with the basketball, up 6 points. Mackey fires the 3, got the roll. Hit the front of the rim and then bounced over. Her first basket, and Rick, they have 5 3-pointers in the ball game.
Now that was a 2, Kevin.
They gave her 2?
Yeah, her foot was on the line.
Thank
Mackey's.
you. So that makes it now a 16-8 ball game.
So now your Center Grove side of things with Gilliard getting a quick breather. Got to find a way for somebody else to get in on the action. Wagner, Pierce have done a really good job this year scoring the ball. Obviously, Center Grove going to be patient on their offensive end.
Mia Mann, senior, couple of dribbles, takes it to the wing, away from the ball. Offensive foul against Center Grove.
Remember when I said they haven't blown much of a whistle, Kevin?
Are you saying they're trying to catch up now?
Yeah.
Mackenzie Pierce picks up her first.
The first 3.5 minutes, we've seen 5 fouls called across both teams. First quarter, we saw 2 in the entire quarter.
Five posting for Bloomington South. Mackey on the perimeter. Now to Hall. Now they find Fife in the lane. She dumps it down low, and the shot goes in.
Gosh.
Got the bank shot for Audrey Kraft.
Yeah, soft roll there on the goal, and now Bloomington South with their largest lead of the first half at 10.
Center Grove has not scored here in the second quarter. They scored in the first quarter, about the 4:20 mark, and now we're at the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter, and still Trojans haven't scored.
Yeah, and here comes Gilliard and Tapek back in. Even Tapek with those 2 fouls, Coach Stuckmeyer.
Center Grove lost 45-30 to Bloomington South back at the Vandy last year. 2 years ago, they won here 55-24. Some great battles through the years between Coach Stuckmeyer and Coach Winters.
Yeah, right now this defense for Bloomington South has been fantastic. It's very sticky, not allowing them to drive. Good help side defense.
South fans applauding the defense. Center Grove just going side to side. A lot of patience, trying to find something. Center Grove's 2 top scorers at the scorers table in Gilliard and Tapak. Does Coach call a timeout possibly to get his subs in? Wagner goes baseline, and she's called for traveling.
Good defense again there. As soon as she drove baseline. Now you're going to get the first timeout for Coach Stuckmeyer.
2:59 to play in the first half. 18-8, Center Grove down 10.
Stifling would be a good description, Kevin, because like you said, Center Grove still has yet to score in the first 5 minutes and 1 second here of the second quarter. Just a very, very good defense by Coach Winters and the Panthers so far in both quarters, and Center Grove struggling to find easy shots.
Once again, we will be naming our Center Grove, Texas Roadhouse Player of the Game following tonight's contest. Also, a big thank you to Duke Homes for being our presenting sponsor tonight. "30-second timeout by Coach Stuckmeyer. Trojans back on the court with Pierce, Tapak, Gilliard, Jen, and Wagner.
It should be Bloomington South's ball.
Yeah, it should be Bloomington South ball. You're right.
Travel on Wagner.
Center Grove starters back in. Mackey will throw it in for South. Into Smith. She'll bring it up. Hall, Fife, and Kraft also in for the Panthers. Little two-man game here on the right side with Kraft and Smith. And now they lob it in to Fife. A little bit too high over the top of Fife. It's taken away by Wagner.
Yeah, great help side defense by Haley there, and she gets the steal.
Gilliard, couple of dribbles, hands it off to Wagner around the perimeter, deep left corner. Pierce. Gilliard. Tapak, deep right corner, covered up quickly by Smith. Wide open Pierce, her first three of the night. It's off the rim. Good block out inside by Quinley Fife.
Yeah, that was a good find by Tapak from the other side. They're just putting a couple girls around Grayson, and she found Pierce for the open three, just couldn't get it to go.
Jen all over Kraft here on the perimeter. Great defense by Hannah Jen. Whistle and a timeout, 30-second timeout called by Coach Winters at Bloomington South.
Yeah, he saw that the offensive player was in trouble there. I think it might have been Smith. Like you said, Hannah Jen, just one of the things she's known for, Kevin, is that ball-hawking defense. And right there, she kind of had Smith in a vice, and Winters recognized that, Coach Winters, and called the timeout.
Center Grove still scoreless, Rick, here in the second quarter.
I mean, even though you're down by 10, Coach Stuckmeyer's probably feels fortunate to only be down 10, Kevin. I mean, Bloomington South only scored 4 this quarter, so they've done a pretty good job defensively. Just can't get anything to fall on the offensive end, and that's a big reason for that is Bloomington South's defense.
Smith into the front court, spin dribble, brings it back to the right side. Pass to Hall, gets away, it's loose. Tapak on the floor, we got a jump ball. Great hustle by Tapak and Smith for the Panthers. And we'll see Tatum DeVries Jr. back in for the Panthers. It will be Panther ball out of bounds under their own basket. 1:36 to play, second quarter. Hall working against Gilliard in the low post. Looks opposite to the corner. Kraft. Lashley now in the ballgame. Lashley, 9 points. Leading the way for the Panthers, 3 3-pointers.
Gotta get that hand up.
She has good size, likes to shoot that three. Now she rolls down into the low post, working against Jen. Now she pops out deep right corner. Fife trying to post against Tapak. Ball's loose, out on top, loose ball. Pierce on the floor, she gets it. Good job by Pierce, good hustle. Here comes Wagner in transition with the left hand off the glass, scores.
Good find by Jen, and a great job by Wagner of getting the ball about the free throw line, uses the left hand and banks it on in there for Center Grove's first bucket, and finally in the second quarter.
Comes at about 50 seconds in this second quarter to get their first bucket. And now we're going to see traveling called against Hall. She was going to the basket, called for steps.
Yeah, she got good help over there by Center Grove as she was driving to the basket and forced the travel. Very similar to what happened on the other end with Haley Wagner a couple minutes ago.
Gilliard dribbling out on top.
They just immediately start doubling.
Pierce, deep right corner, three, swish. Mackenzie Pierce, her first basket. 3 3-pointers for the Trojans. Down 5. Making a run here late in the second quarter. In the lane, Fife. Baby Hook scores her first basket.
There you just see right there, she's doubled right away, so somebody's going to be open.
4 seconds, 3. Gilliard misses in the lane, 2 seconds, 1.
Don't foul.
And Lashley's shot is blocked, and that will take us to halftime. Center Grove made a nice run here late in the second quarter, closing the deficit. They're down 7, 20-13 against the Panthers at Bloomington South. This is Sports Night Indiana, presented by Duke Homes.
At the Skin Lab, beauty and wellness come together under one roof. From advanced skin treatments and injectables to personalized wellness programs, we help you look and feel your very best. Whether you want radiant, glowing skin, balanced hormones, or a boost in confidence, our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. Discover an experience where science meets luxury and results speak for themselves. The Skin Lab, your journey to confidence starts here.
Our car wash remembers your car's quirks better than your favorite barista remembers your coffee order. Delivering a wash experience as smooth and effortless as your morning latte.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service.
We host classes nearly every working day,
with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year.
so you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care.
Homeownership is already stressful enough,
So when it comes to peace of mind for your home,
trust Peterman to get it done.
and for a limited time, get a free furnace from us.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
We're at halftime here in Bloomington. Bloomington South leads Center Grove 20-13. Great opening half. South outscored the Trojans 14-8 in the first quarter, outscored CG 6-5 in the second quarter, leading by 7 here at halftime, 20-13. Our halftime show continues after this timeout. Inside.
Defense.
That's wonderful. That was kind of, I think, with Jen putting the pressure on the perimeter,
Jen
forcing that turnover.
Oh, good pass by Tapak there. Great shot.
Wagner scores her first 2. Grayson sets the feet, fires the 3, got it. Last second shot, it goes. Ella Sprong drains the 3 at the buzzer. That was huge. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Center Grove down 3. Pierce tries another 3 swish. Mackenzie Pierce, her second 3. Inside, Pierce was able to deflect that one. Ended up in the hands of Grayson, and Sprong tries a 3. Got it.
Big shot there by Sprong. Grayson still back.
With the steal, Grayson with the right hand scores. 22 points for the senior, Grayson Gilliard. Quick timeout. Center Grove down 2, 47-45, 1:59 to go. Grayson and scores and 1.
Wow, what a play.
Catch, shoot, she hit it, she's fouled. A chance to put Center Grove in front. Game tied, 19 seconds to go. And she hits the free throw, 25 points, Center Grove by 1. Oh my.
Here we go.
Dowdy out on top. Duval.
Back where you thought they'd go. Great defense.
And jump ball. It's going to be Center Grove ball. They knew she was going to pivot, and she was there to tie her up. That's Grayson Gilliard.
We called it. I know Coach.
Dowdy at midcourt. 2 seconds. 1 second. Takes the shot and missed it.
Wow.
Trojans win it. Trojans win the season and home opener 49-47. The team that knocked them out in the first round of the state tournament last year. What a ball game. Welcome back to Bloomington South High School. We are at intermission. Center Grove trails Bloomington South 20-13. Kevin Conrad, Rick Embry with you tonight. And Rick, you have our scores from the first half.
Yeah, first for the home team, Bloomington South. They were led in scoring by their fantastic senior, number 32, Julia Lashley. She had 12 points, all 12 coming on three-pointers. She had 4 of those in the first quarter. She had 12 in the half, and then they had 4 different girls score a bucket. Elena Mackey, Quinley Fife, Violet Hall, and Audrey Kraft all had 2 for their 20 points. Center Grove had 4 girls score. Grayson Gilliard led them with 5. Mackenzie Pierce and Ella Sprong each had a 3-pointer for 3. And then Haley Wagner had a bucket. So first quarter, Kevin, Bloomington South 4 for 6 from three-point line, and all 4 of those were on the back of Julia Lashley. And then the second quarter was just a defensive struggle. Center Grove didn't score till the last 57 seconds. Did get 5 points, but then Bloomington South was able to get a couple buckets late, so they outscored Center Grove 6-5 in the second quarter.
Center Grove back to their bench and now on the floor, warming up, getting ready for the second half. I want to take a moment to thank the Center Grove girls basketball program sponsors: Tapak Wealth Management, Aqua Systems, Bischoff Wealth Management, Don Wilder at Berkshire Hathaway, Duke Holmes, Fuel Up Nutrition, G&G Oil, Jeff Heidelberger Insurance Agency, Kopetsky Auto Wash, North Point Engineering and Surveying, Specified Lighting, and the Skin Lab. And a big thank you to Mike Duke of Duke Homes for being our presenting sponsor tonight for Sports Night Indiana. Also, Texas Roadhouse of Greenwood for being our sponsor for the Center Grove Player of the Game Award. And also, how about our good friend Eric Habig of Habig Injury Law, again, donating $3 for each made CG three-pointer tonight back to the Center Grove Girls Basketball Parent Club. And Rick, in that first half, CG hit 3 3-pointers, one by Pierce, one by Gilliard, and one by Sprong.
Very happy that money's going back to the Girls Parents Club, and well deserving, and appreciate our good buddy Eric Habig for that donation.
Underway in the third quarter, Center Grove with the basketball, moving left to right in this second half. Backdoor cut. Grayson Gilliard scores. Give the assist to the freshman Lilia Tapak.
That is a Coach Kevin Stuckmeyer special right there. The plays out of timeouts and starting the half, starting the quarters, and right there they get an easy bucket from Grayson Gilliard, and there weren't very many of those for the Trojans in the first half.
Grayson with 7 points in the ball game, leading the Trojans. Center Grove down 5, and ball tipped away by Grayson Gilliard. She's on the floor, but it's maintained by the Panthers. They'll reset the offense. High left side with DeVries. Smith out on top. Back to DeVries with the right-handed dribble. Now to the left with the spin move. Out on top. Three-pointer. Rims out. That's Schwartzman with the missed three.
That was a great job. Hannah Jen couldn't get that rebound, but she tipped it away from one of the Bloomington South girls, and that enabled Pierce to corral that rebound.
Center Grove, little by little, chipping away at this deficit.
Well, here's the thing, Kevin. They go through some offensive lulls there, but their defense is so good it keeps them in games.
Tapak's long three from the corner, but the Trojans get the offensive rebound, a foul inside, and Wagner goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, very opportunistic there by Haley Wagner. She gets the loose ball and takes it up and gets fouled. So the first 2 free throws, Kevin, of tonight's ball game by either team.
It is good on the first one. 3 points for Wagner.
Yeah, but what I was saying is Center Grove's defense kept them in that game. This could have been a far bigger spread at halftime, Kevin, than the 7 it was. And Center Grove comes out with a 3-0 run here to start the second half, and they're within 4.
Misses on the next free throw, goes out of bounds. Last touch, CG. 20-16, Center Grove down 4. Lashley picked up that last foul for the Panthers. She has 2. Smith in the corner, goes baseline, runs out of real estate. They're going to say it's off Center Grove. Hannah Jen took the baseline away.
That was fortunate for Smith because she was in no man's land there. Thought she might be out of bounds, but she flicked it off of Hannah's legs there, so Bloomington South maintains possession.
Off the out-of-bounds play. Lashley in the lane, now takes it to the corner. Three-pointer good by Avery Schwartzman, the sophomore, her first basket.
That's a big 3 by Schwartzman. She only shoots about 25%, but very streaky, and right there, no hesitation, and she drained the 3.
5 3-pointers for the Panthers, 23-16. Bloomington South with the advantage, 5:50 to play, third quarter. Pierce had the ball knocked away. It's out of bounds. Center Grove maintains possession. Good defense by Schwartzman to knock that one away from Pierce. Tapak dribbles to the right corner, out on top with the pass. Gilliard, she drives to the basket. She got bumped, end up on the floor. Somehow she gets back to her feet, tries to get the rebound. Ball's out of bounds. Center Grove will have control under its own basket.
Yeah, very rarely do you see Grayson Gilliard go an entire half without getting to the free throw line. Just right there, 3 girls on her. She flicks it out to Pierce, but good job of recovery by Bloomington South.
Tapak goes baseline and scores with the right hand.
Man, that's a great job there by the freshman with the right hand there to finish that bucket. Oh, thought there were steps there. Hannah Jen.
Ball's loose mid-court, picked up by Lashley. Jen was diving for it. On the baseline, whistle, foul against Wagner. DeVries was going baseline with the dribble drive. Wagner with the personal, her first. Schwartzman will throw it in under the Panther basket. Oh, bounce pass. She looked for Hall, but ended up going to Kraft. A near turnover by the Panthers. Schwartzman, bounce pass. Ball on the floor. DeVries picks it up. Whistle,
gosh.
foul against CG. Going against Grayson Gilliard. That'll be number 2 on Grayson.
Yeah, so many opportunities there, loose balls, and Bloomington South getting all the breaks there, and then they get Grayson on a cheap reach in there. Oh, Hannah Jen with the steal. Oh, that's got to be a foul at the other end.
Hannah Jen gets the steal. Trojan fans wanted a foul. Coach Stuckmeyer wanted a foul. Play on. 23-18. Center Grove down 5. 4:25 to go. We're in the third quarter. Got to play through it. Got to keep your composure. Tapac, high right side. Pass out on top to Gilliard. Around the perimeter, high left side, Jen. Looking inside. Wagner coming off a screen inside from Gilliard. Now they go to Gilliard. Into the corner. Tapac, high arching three. Rimmed it. Weak side rebound. DeVries for the Panthers. Good look for Tapac.
Yeah, great look there. Good job of dishing that to her.
In the lane. Shot doesn't go for Schwartzman. There's a whistle on the play before the shot.
I think Lashley might have got her third. She did, Kevin.
So Schwartzman takes the shot, missed it, but on the rebound, there was a foul against Lashley of South, and you're right, that's her third foul, and she's their top scorer, Rick, at 9 points, 3 3-pointers tonight.
Oh, no. Coach Winters just talked to the ref into changing that foul. He's going to change it after this one. Lashley was clearly the one that was grabbing Tapac's arm.
So Lashley may go from 3 fouls back to 2 fouls. 3:40 to play, third quarter. 23-18. Center Grove trails by 5. Sprong in the ball game. She fires the three, doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds off Schwartzman for Bloomington South. I think they're going to stick to 32. That's Lashley. They're not changing it. Lashley with 3 fouls. Referee did check with the scores table. Inside, Gilliard. She's fouled at the line to shoot 2. Violet Hall picks up the foul for the Panthers.
And that play has worked time and time again, Kevin, tonight. Just a nice feed into the post there. Center Grove does an excellent job of that, and now Gilliard gets to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Free throw good by Grayson Gilliard. Rick, you have Grayson with 9 points.
Yep, 8. She had 5 at half. She's got 3, now 9, Kevin. And now Center Grove gets the turnover. Traveling call on the inbounds, and Center Grove has shaved 4 points off of this lead in the third quarter, Kevin. Now a chance for more.
Center Grove down 3 points. Grayson Gilliard pull up jump shot at the free throw line. Short rebound was saved out of bounds by Wagner to the corner. Whistle, foul against Bloomington South.
No, they called it on Pierce. Did she call it on Pierce? She called it on Lashley.
I thought she said 32, which is Lashley. If that's Lashley, that's number 4. Lashley leads the ball game. It is against Bloomington South. Again, if that's Julia Lashley, their top scorer, she has 4 fouls. Center Grove ball. Taking the ball out of bounds. Far sideline. Hannah Jen will throw it in.
Gotta find a way to convert on some of these opportunities, Kevin.
Jen around the perimeter to Tapak. Wagner posting on the left block. Out on top, Gilliard rotates it to Sprong. Now to Jen between the circles. Rotates it, Tapak, high left side behind the three-point arc. Now dribbles. Pulls it back with the dribble. Skip pass goes to Sprong, high right side. Back out on top, Gilliard. Rotates it back to Tapak. Wagner and Gilliard trying to get open inside. Gilliard trying to post, but she's being double-teamed.
Yeah, they're just taking DeVries, and she's just doubling every time. That's a foul.
Gilliard getting bumped heavily, doubled and triple-teamed at times. Gilliard trying to post.
One more pass, one more. Perfect.
Tapak deep right, deep left corner, I should say. Puts the ball on the floor, and now a spin move by Wagner, and they're going to call a jump ball. Trojan fans wanted a foul, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it'll be Panther ball.
Said I wasn't going to say anything about the referees, Kevin.
Wow.
A lot of contact on that one as Haley drove to the basket.
Got to play through the contact the best that you can.
Center Grove now picking them up full court.
Hall midcourt across the timeline just in time. Lost the dribble. It's loose.
Yeah,
both teams going
Hall.
on the floor. Foul on the play.
That's Hall. That's going to be her third foul.
Third foul on Hall.
Tapak going to get to the free throw line now. Center Grove in the bonus.
At the line will be Lilia Tapak, shooting two.
Bloomington South going to get another timeout here, Kevin.
Full timeout. 2:10 to play in the third. 23-20. Panthers by 3, and a lot of defense tonight.
Well,
heck, this is almost kind of like Center Grove, Bloomington South Week 9 football.
I mean, no, there was a lot more points in that one, Kevin. But we talked about
physicality.
Yes, we talked about Bloomington South in the first half playing defense so well against Center Grove. Well, Center Grove has flipped the switch here in the third quarter. Only allowed one 3-point basket by Schwartzman. That's it. And we're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. So almost 6 full minutes and only 3, while they themselves have scored 7 points. So they've cut that 7-point lead to 3. And Tapak at the line to try to cut it even further.
Center Grove on the season averaging 53 points. Bloomington South 56 points. I don't think we'll get there tonight.
Not unless we go 2 or 3 overtimes maybe, Kevin.
Well, let's look at what they give up. Center Grove gives up 33 points. South gives up 36, and that might be where we're headed.
Yeah.
Again, back to action. Tapak at the line shooting 2 free throws. Phenomenal free throw shooter on the season. Freshman averaging 8 points a ball game. Misses on the free throw. One more for Tapak.
That's on you, Mr. Conrad. You cannot say that. What is wrong with you?
I did not give specifics, but that's just her second miss of the season, and now her third miss of the season. She's now 16 of 19, but the Trojans get the offensive rebound, and Gilliard scores.
Wow, what a pretty little step-through move there by Grayson, and now she has 6 in the quarter. Center Grove within 1. Closest they've been since the opening tip, Kevin.
DeVries being hounded. High left side by Hannah Jen.
That's got to be 5.
And it's a 5-second count. Yep. Turnover. She could not find a teammate. Hannah Jen with the D.
Great defense there by Jen.
One way or another, the Trojans have clawed their way back into this one. They were down, Rick? 20-13 at halftime. Now they're down 1, a chance to regain the lead. Take their first lead. I don't think Center Grove's led tonight. They have not.
They were down 9-0 to start the game, Kevin.
And playing catch-up ever since. Looking for that first lead. 1:30 to play in the third. Hannah Jen out on top. Rotates it. Gilliard from downtown. Yes, sir!
First lead of the night, Kevin. And Coach Winters has now got to figure out how long is he going to keep Lashley and Hall over there on the bench.
First three-pointer for CG here in the second half. Second three for Gilliard. 4 threes on the night for CG. 1 minute to play, third quarter.
Stifling defense so far, Kevin. See if they can close out the quarter.
Smith off the spin move. Count it and one.
And that was unfortunate because
spin move going to the basket. She's fouled.
That was a huge bucket there by the 5'7" senior point guard, Anna Smith.
Her first basket ties the ball game at 25 apiece. Just their 5th point for the Panthers here in this third quarter. And she hits on the free throw, so she converts on the old-fashioned three-point play, and the Panthers are back in front, 26-25. And now South pressing Center Grove. The Trojans break the press, 3-on-1, and here comes Gilliard. Off the glass, count it.
Wow.
And one. Grayson Gilliard, great strength, draws contact, plays through the contact, banks it in.
Unbelievable shot there by Grayson, and she has taken over this game in the third quarter.
Putting Center Grove back in front.
11 points in this quarter, a chance to get number 12.
Got it. 17 points in the ball game for Grayson. Center Grove by 2. 40 seconds remaining, third quarter. DeVries, the junior, rotates it. High right side, Kraft. The senior pulls it out with the dribble, still dribbling, works against Grayson Gilliard. Back to DeVries. Grayson now on DeVries. 24 seconds to play into third. Smith launches the three, missed it. Inside rebound, count it, and one for Rebecca Arnold. The 6'2 senior just checked in.
That's a huge bucket off of the bench by Arnold. Man, they needed one in the worst way, Kevin, and she's mainly going to score on those offensive rebounds. Center Grove doesn't get a block out, and Arnold makes them pay. I think that was on Grayson. That's 3 on her now.
It is 3 fouls on Grayson. And Arnold hits the free throw. (29-28). South by 1, and the Trojans throw it away. Just a little bit hurried that time, and the ball gets thrown out of bounds. 12 seconds to play in the third. South will get the last shot of the quarter.
That's why you give that little pressure there, Kevin, hoping to get one of those, and that's what Bloomington South got.
Out on top, a long three by Kraft. Missed it. Follow up by DeVries, doesn't go. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We got a great one. Number 3, Center Grove, down 1, 29-28 to number 12, Bloomington South here in Bloomington. Tonight's game being presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service. We host classes nearly every working day, with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year. So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care. Home ownership is already stressful enough. So when it comes to peace of mind for your home, trust Peterman to get it done. And for a limited time, get a free furnace from us. Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Fourth quarter underway. Center Grove with the basketball, down 1, 29-28. Tapak works against Smith into the front court. Deep left corner. Mackenzie Pierce into the left side of the court to Gilliard. Now back to Tapak.
Yeah, give the ball to Gilliard on the wing here. Now she gets it.
Trojans being very patient, opening possession, fourth quarter, trying to regain the lead. Center Grove outscored the Panthers 15-9 in the third quarter after trailing 7 at halftime.
Got right back in the game, Kevin. Reverse it.
Gilliard inside, trying to post. Now pops out on top. Gets a high screen from Wagner. Now drives to the basket. Too hard off the glass. Rebound Smith for the Panthers. Smith pushes into the front court. Arnold, high right side. The senior at 6'2", gives it right back to the point guard Smith. DeVries, couple of dribbles. Being checked by Wagner, looking for a teammate. Throws it out on top, and Coach Winters calls a timeout as DeVries was having some difficulty to find a teammate.
Yeah, I think he thought she was going to throw that one away. That's why he called that quick timeout. So they're down to 2 timeouts. Center Grove still with 4, Kevin. But wow, what a third quarter for Center Grove, specifically Grayson Gilliard. She had 12 out of the 15 points in that quarter to single-handedly bring Center Grove back. And the only thing that you got to worry about a little bit, she's got 3 fouls, so she's nursing those 3 fouls. On the other side for Bloomington South, they've got 3 out of their 5 girls right now that are subs that are in because they're battling foul trouble of their own, Kevin, with leading scorer Julia Lashley. She has 4, and then Violet Hall, who's their best defender, she's got 3. So Coach Winters resting them now for as long as possible before he has to put them back in.
Panthers with the basketball. Smith across the timeline. DeVries. They rotate it high left side. Kraft being checked by Sprong. Arnold. Fife in the ball game. 1 dribble. Picks up the dribble. Smith trying to go baseline. Cut off by Wagner. Goes inside to DeVries, and she tried to scoop it in with the left hand. A lot of contact. She missed it.
Yeah, I think Tapek got a hand on that one. Now Center Grove, Tapek gets hit from behind, no call. You got to be careful here not to pick up a cheap one. Wow.
Tapek had it taken away from behind, and now she commits the foul in the backcourt.
You can hear the Center Grove faithful behind us, Kevin, and they got something to groan about a little bit. Tapek was double teamed, and a girl coming up on her backside gave her a bump, and that's why she lost the ball. And then she commits a kind of a frustration foul there for her 3rd.
Smith out on top, gets it back, high left side. Smith off the hardwood, now back to DeVries, fires a 3, long. Rebound Wagner for Center Grove. 5:50 to play in the ball game. Center Grove trails by 1.
Yeah, Coach Stuckmeyer given.
Pierce for 3, long. Wagner, offensive board, scores.
Big put-back basket there, and getting ready to say, Coach Stuckmeyer giving Grayson Gilliard a little breather there, and now here comes the starters all back for Bloomington South. Coach Winters said, I can't wait any longer to bring Lashley and Hall back in.
Center Grove back in front, 30-29. 5:22 to go in the fourth. They go inside. First shot missed. She gets her own rebound. That's 5. She tried a couple of times, missed it. Ball's out of bounds. It's off the Panthers. Center Grove ball.
Great hustle play there again by Hannah Jen. We talk about her all the time, Kevin. She's not going to put a lot of points on the board, but the hustle plays that she gives you are invaluable, and a reason why she's played for Coach Stuckmeyer the last 2 or 3 years is giving those hustle plays, and right there again, she gets a rebound and a possession, another possession for Center Grove. Gilliard back in as well.
Mackey's in, Lashley in for South, and also Hall back in.
Well, they got 3 girls surrounding Grayson. Just dribble it.
Grayson out on top. Tapek in the corner. Sprong. High right side, 1 dribble. Lob pass goes to the corner to Grayson. Skip pass to Tapek. A high arching left-handed 3 is no good. Caught rim. Smith with the rebound. She'll push. Trying to get to the baseline. Good defense by Gilliard. Grayson with 3 fouls. Knocked it away.
Got to make sure you don't reach over there and get a cheap 4th one, Kevin. Yeah, Jen going to get one there.
Jen, reach in foul. You're right. Couple of fouls now against Center Grove. Number 2 foul on Hannah Jen.
Thought it would be a good one, Kevin, and has lived up to its billing.
Center Grove at 14-0. Bloomington South 12-2. Ball's kicked by the Center Grove.
Bloomington South lost a couple in a one-day tournament. Lawrence North by 6, Zionsville by 3 over the Christmas break. But besides that, they've been perfect all year.
Coach Stuckmeyer 6-2 against Bloomington South. Again, Panthers won last year at Center Grove 45-30. Center Grove had to play that one without Gilliard, who was injured last year. Ball tipped to the backcourt, went off the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, great hustle by Sprong there to try to tip that one away. She dove on the floor, but it went back to Bloomington South.
4 minutes to play. Trojans clinging to a 1-point advantage. Panthers very patient. DeVries, Lashley, she goes baseline. Runner is long. Rebound, Tapak. Tapak had it knocked away from behind. It goes right to Hannah Ginn. Hannah Ginn double teamed. She's bumped. And a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Stuckmeyer, but Coach Stuckmeyer said, I did not call a timeout. Referees getting together.
Nope.
And it's just going to be out of bounds, Center Grove ball. He thought Coach Stuckmeyer was asking for a timeout. He did not indicate nor say he wanted a timeout, so it will be Trojan ball out of bounds.
Yeah, good job of getting together, both those referees, and they didn't charge them one. And Center Grove maintains possession.
Jen throws it into Tapak in the backcourt, being guarded by Schwartzman out on top. Jen gets it back. She's on the Bloomington South logo midcourt. Pulls it out with the dribble. 3:20 and counting, fourth quarter.
Well, and here's the thing. Hannah can sit out there as long as she wants because DeVries is just trying to shade towards Grayson Gilliard. So
maybe at some point Grayson gets just one player on her. She's got 2 on her at the moment. In the corner, Sprong open for 3 off the rim. Rebound, Tapak. Center Grove will reset. Trojans reset. Jen to Pierce, out on top.
Yeah, Jen can hold it right there.
And Jen just holds it. They're not guarding her. She's near that volleyball line, so she's holding it. We're down to 2:45 in the ball game. DeVries now coming out to apply pressure on Jen. Makes the pass to Gilliard. Off to Tapak. Back to Jen to Tapak. Center Grove working it side to side, working some clock. Pierce back to Jen, the senior. 2:20 on the clock. Gilliard goes baseline, double team. Pierce rotates it. Tapak, high arching 3. Oh, rattles out.
Great hustle by Sprong.
Pierce was able to tip it to Sprong, and they get the offensive rebound. They'll reset.
You're right. Sprong and Pierce both went after that one.
Jen in the lane. Goes to Tapak, trying to go baseline. Spin move. Out on top. Deflected and stolen. Hall got a deflection, and now in the backcourt, a whistle, and a foul going against Tapak.
Wow. That's a brutal call there.
That's going to be 4 fouls on Tapak. Tapak 4 fouls. 3 fouls against Center Grove. Ball out of bounds for the Panthers, far side of the court, midcourt. 1:56 to go in the ball game.
0 fouls so far in this quarter by Bloomington South.
DeVries, Hall, couple of dribbles. Lashley, Gilliard on Lashley, trying to get to the basket. Makes the pass. And on the drive before the shot, foul against Center Grove. Schwartzman with the drive, hit the basket, but they're saying it's a foul on the floor before the shot. Hannah Ginn picks up her 3rd foul, and it's 4 team fouls against Center Grove. So the next one puts the Panthers at the line for 2, and Coach Stuckmeyer calls a full timeout.
Yeah, and on the flip side, Kevin, Bloomington South doesn't have any fouls in this quarter, so they can be very, very aggressive on the defensive side as far as the fouls go. So
what a ball game. 1:41 left to play.
And Kevin, this fourth quarter, 2 points scored. Center Grove has outscored Bloomington South 2-0. 1 minute 41 seconds remaining. Man, Center Grove had a couple opportunities there, Kevin. Got good open looks on threes. 2 of them by Tapak were down halfway and then bounced out. Center Grove was able to get one of those. Man, you go up by 4, completely different ball game. But Just the defense has kept you in this. Both sides defensively have been outstanding. And now it's going to come down to who can make a couple shots here in the last minute 41.
Rick, we talked about how physical this game's been tonight. Very similar to what we saw between Center Grove and Bloomington South in Week 9 in football. But, hey, you and I, we've got some Indy South Stars hockey coming up Friday and Saturday. They're going to host HSE Friday night and Bloomington on Saturday night. That's another very physical sport.
Couple great matchups there, Kevin. Looking forward to those broadcasts on Friday and Saturday night on Sports Night Indiana.
From Perry Park Ice Arena, Friday and Saturday. Couldn't get the ball in bounds, a timeout called by South.
Yeah, they're going to be down to one timeout now.
Mackey trying to get the ball in bounds. She couldn't.
Great defense. Center Grove always that switching. They were looking for something specific, and Center Grove did a great job of switching, and Mackey had to call a timeout to not turn that one over. They were probably on about 4.5. She wisely called a timeout. It's good to be back in the gym, Kevin. You know, there's only so many drinks I can drink over and food I can eat over the Christmas and New Year's holidays, so I think the wife was happy to get me out of the house tonight, and she told me to go see my good buddy Kevin, and they'll probably all be asleep by the time I get home tonight. But we've been treated to a great one tonight, as we thought it would be.
And I appreciate you making the trip to Bloomington.
It was tough. It was tough.
Rick, of course, my Purdue Pete. So
and I didn't even wear a Purdue sweatshirt. You should thank me for that. Wanted to get out of here alive.
Back to action. South under its own basket. Throwing it in. Tipped by Pierce into the backcourt. Chased down by Smith. Almost got the steal.
Yeah, now you got to be careful, too, because next foul on Center Grove, they're going to be in the bonus.
We're down to 90 seconds in the ball game. High right side. Schwartzman. Lashley between the circles. Rotates it left side to Mackey. Bounce pass. DeVries now to Hall. Schwartzman. 1:15 on the clock. Schwartzman, spin move. Into the corner, Mackey. Hall fakes on the three, couple of dribbles, goes back to Mackey, fires the three, throws up an air ball. It's out of bounds. It'll be Center Grove ball.
Wow. So now Center Grove's got to do a good job of taking care of the ball. Bloomington South can be really aggressive. They got three girls up front on the press. Got to shoot somebody to the middle here.
Full court pressure by the Panthers. They knock the ball out of bounds. Hannah Jen taking it in for CG. Trying to get somebody open. It's Tapak. She's immediately double teamed. Back to Hannah Jen. The senior brings it across midcourt. Throws it ahead to Wagner to Pierce in the corner around the perimeter. 50 seconds to play. South is starting to extend defensively. Pierce, high right side. Again, Center Grove 2 points in the fourth quarter. South 0 points.
Remember, Kevin, no team fouls for Bloomington South.
And they're not fouling as of yet. They're trying to get Center Grove to turn it over. We're down to 30 seconds, and there's a foul by Hall.
I mean, they got to do 4 more fouls before Center Grove's in the bonus. You just got to be strong with the ball, Kevin. Also, Coach Stuckmeyer got 3 timeouts that he can use. That's why you save those.
So Hall with 4 fouls, Lashley for 4 fouls. So those two can't really foul anymore. Well, there's Hall. She's done. She fouls again. She's out of the ball game with 2 points. I got her with 5.
Yeah, she's got 5.
So 2 team fouls against the Panthers. She will be replaced by Audrey Kraft. Hannah Jen right in front of the Center Grove bench will throw it in. 28 seconds remaining.
She can just dribble it back there, yeah.
DeVries commits the foul. I got her with 1. 3 team fouls against South, so 2 away from bonus. 2 free throws for CG. Tapak comes and gets the ball. We're down to 25 seconds. Another foul committed. That one going against Schwartzman. That's her first.
Yeah, now the next one will be bonus, so.
Wagner fouled. She'll get 2 free throws.
Well, to Bloomington South's credit, Kevin, they committed those 5 fouls in under 5 seconds.
Wow. Efficiency.
And now Wagner goes to the free throw line shooting 2 big ones.
She's 1 of 2 tonight,
Yep.
5 points. Wagner, a sophomore. First one is good. 3 points for the Trojans in the fourth quarter. Panthers 0 at the moment.
3 more than
Missed on the next one. Rebound, Lashley. 22 seconds. 20 seconds.
got to keep them from a 3.
Jen all over Lashley, and Gilliard tried to get the steal, and she commits the foul, and that'll put Mackey at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Center Grove's over the limits.
We don't have free throw percentages for Bloomington South. None of their stats in, but Mackey gets the opportunity to tie this game with 2 free throws.
She has 2 points in the ball game. Her first trip to the free throw line. She is a senior. Needing 2 to get this game tied. She missed the first one.
Yeah, now you got to do a good job of they got to do a good job of blocking out here. Everybody got to block out.
Next one is good. 1 point lead for the Trojans. That's the first point for South here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and then number 2, DeVries, gets called for that. Her second foul, and Grayson Gilliard going to go to the line for 2.
Whew. Grayson, 75% free throw shooter. Gets a lot of points from the free throw line and misses on the first. One more for the senior. Grayson back to the free throw line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dribbles. Spins it. Throws it up there. Got it. Center Grove by 2. 14.7 seconds.
Sprong in for Tapex, and she has 4 fouls. 14.7. And Coach Stuckmeyer going to use one of his 3 timeouts.
30-second timeout called by Coach Stuckmeyer.
Bloomington South has 1 remaining, Kevin, so Coach Winters opts to not use his initially, but he's not even diagramming anything up, so they're just going to go into their regular offense. But Bloomington South, if you're Center Grove, Kevin, you've got to guard that 3-point line. 2-pointer, you go into overtime. A 3-pointer beats you. Got to go out on that 3-point line, especially Lashley.
Again, Center Grove defensively on the season, giving up on average 33 points. South with 30.
Well, they hope they don't give up 33 tonight, Kevin.
South gives up 36, so Center Grove at 32. So can Center Grove get to 36? But that's the point. Both these teams don't give up much.
Yeah, all 5 girls in for Bloomington South are 3-point shooters.
Center Grove not pressing, picking up at half court. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Lashley takes the handoff, 8 seconds, goes baseline, it's short. Rebound, Hannah Jen, 5 seconds to go, she's fouled.
Guess who, Kevin? Who comes up with the biggest rebound of the ball game?
Hannah Jen. Great defense, got the rebound. And now she'll go to the free throw line. I'm saying it right now. Hannah Jen, our Texas Roadhouse player of the game tonight for Center Grove.
I like it.
Well done. And she hasn't scored tonight. It's because of her defense, her hustle, her rebounding. High arching free throw is good. Her first point. Trojans by 3. 1 more for the senior.
Yeah, this is the big one, Kevin, obviously.
This is your knockout punch right here. She eyes it, flies it, and got it off the back of the rim. Down to 3 seconds. 2. Schwartzman. 1. And a knocked away by Hannah Jen.
Guess who makes
Hannah
the
Jen.
play?
She knocked it away from Schwartzman. Doesn't even get the shot off.
Wow.
Hannah Jen. Our player of the game. How about that, Rick Embry?
I don't know what to say, Kevin. What a hectic last minute and a half. And you're right. She comes up with the 2 biggest plays of the game, Kevin. First, the rebound with 5 seconds off of the miss by Lashley, and then she knocks it off of number 5 Schwartzman's leg out of bounds as Schwartzman was trying to back up to shoot the game-tying 3-pointer. Wow.
So Center Grove scores 5 points in that final quarter. 1 point, 1 free throw for Bloomington South, and That was an exciting quarter for only 6 points combined being scored. I'm just telling you that. So with the win, Center Grove remains undefeated, 15-0. Bloomington South, just their third loss. They fall to 12-3. Center Grove will be back in action Thursday, 7:30 at Carmel. And for Bloomington South, they'll go to Columbus North on Saturday for a Conference Indiana game at 2:30. Rick and I will return after the break with our scores from tonight's ball game. Center Grove gets it done, 33-30, your final. Tonight's game presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana.
At the Skin Lab, beauty and wellness come together under one roof. From advanced skin treatments and injectables to personalized wellness programs, we help you look and feel your very best. Whether you want radiant, glowing skin, balanced hormones, or a boost in confidence, our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. Discover an experience where science meets luxury and results speak for themselves. The Skin Lab, your journey to confidence starts here.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service. We host classes nearly every working day, with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year. So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care. Home ownership is already stressful enough. So when it comes to peace of mind for your home, trust Peterman to get it done. And for a limited time, get a free furnace from us. Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Oh my, Center Grove gets it done. 33-30 final score against Bloomington South on the road. Rick, that felt like a state tournament game.
It did, Kevin. I was thinking the same thing. You had a raucous crowd down here, great student section for Bloomington South, and Center Grove, after you fall behind 9-0 to start the game, 18-8 at one point in the first half, they were able to just right the ship. And man, that is, if that isn't indicative of Coach Stuckmeyer and his calm demeanor on the sideline and knowing what he has in his team, I don't know what it is. They just did a good job of staying in the game in the first half, and then they got some great results in the third quarter, and then their defense just took over in that fourth to only allow Bloomington South 1 point and come out with a 3-point victory.
Rick, you have our scores tonight.
Scores tonight. First for Bloomington South, they were led in scoring by Julia Lashley. She had 12 points, all of those in the first quarter when she was 4 for 5 from the three-point line, but she did not score after that first quarter. Also scoring for them, Avery Schwartzman with 3, Anna Smith with 3, Elena Mackey with 3, Quinley Fife had 2, Violet Hall had 2, Audrey Kraft had 2, and Rebecca Arnold had 3. For Center Grove, they were led in scoring by their super senior, number 22, Grayson Gilliard. She had 18, 12 of those in the third quarter, Kevin. And then also Haley Wagner had 3 big ones in the fourth quarter. She ended up with 6. Ella Sprong had a 3. Mackenzie Pierce had a 3. Lilia Tapek had a 2. And then Hannah Jin clinched it with that 1 free throw after a huge rebound and then another huge defensive play on the other end to win that game. And like you said, Kevin, Hannah Jin is our Texas Roadhouse player of the game tonight. Congratulations to Hannah. She'll get a free meal at the Greenwood Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of our buddy George Hill and the fine folks there.
Rick, double check me, but I believe Center Grove tonight 4 3-pointers. 3 in the first, 1 in the
3
second.
in the first, and 1 Grayson, 1 in the third. That actually gave Center Grove the first lead of the game, their first lead with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
So our good friend Eric Habig will be donating $12 back to the Center Grove Girls Basketball Parent Club for those made three-pointers tonight. Habig Injury Law. Check him out online at HabigInjuryLaw.com. Appreciate his support.
Always good to dip into Mr. Habig's.
Especially in 2026.
Oh, absolutely. So thank you to Eric and that donation to the Center Grove Girls Parents Club.
And a big thank you to Mike Duke of Duke Homes, our presenting sponsor tonight. He does so much
Absolutely.
for the Center Grove community and for us here at Sports Night Indiana. So, Rick, on that, the Trojans looking forward. It gets pretty tough here in the month of January at Carmel Thursday. And then
Carmel Thursday, and then you got 2 teams next week, Kevin. You know, the next 4 games after that, Columbus North is like 13-2, I think. Lawrence North is 10-5. Cathedral is like 2nd or 3rd in 3A, and then HSE top 5 as well in 4A. So it does not get any easier, but that's why Coach Stuckmeyer has that schedule the way it is to get his team ready for the postseason. Also,
all the best to Bloomington South as they move forward with their season. They'll be at Columbus North on Saturday for a tough conference road game.
Yeah, that's a really good team, Kevin, and you saw it tonight. I mean, people might look and go, hey, 33-30. But that was just a defensive battle, and Bloomington South's going to be right there, probably be favored in the sectional with the Columbus schools and Martinsville, and so I would expect to see them in the regional as well.
Rick, get that voice ready for some hockey Friday and Saturday night. You'll be on the call.
I'll have my light the lamp calls ready to go, Kevin.
Love it. We'll see you then.
Sounds good.
So, again, final score tonight, Center Grove gets it done 33-30. Winning here at Bloomington against the South Panthers. Center Grove 15-0 on the season. South 12-3 with the loss. Tonight's Center Grove girls basketball coverage was produced by Sports Night Indiana, presented by Duke Homes. Again, join us this Friday for Friday Night Hockey as the Indy South Stars host HSE 9 o'clock, and they'll host Bloomington on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Until next time, this is Kevin Conrad, Rick Embry saying good night, everyone, from Bloomington, Indiana.